the minimum effective dose versus the maximum effective dose in regards to TRT?
For sure, for sure. Yeah, that's a hot topic online. You get on any TRT forum or TikTok or any of it, you see lots of talk about what's the best dose. And the best dose varies person to person. It sounds like a cop out. Oh, it depends, but it really does. It's a variable thing. Symptom resolution is king, so we want you to feel better. There's a limit to that, though. If we keep cranking up your dose and now your free testosterone is, most guys feel best between about 20 and 40 nanograms per deciliter. More isn't always better. Symptom resolution is king. So, if we have you close to 40 nanograms per deciliter free testosterone and you're taking a decent dose of testosterone and you're still having symptoms, there's probably something else going on. We need to back up and look at what else might be happening. Not all answers are hormones. So, but dosing can vary for sure. I agree with Gil. I don't think many guys need more than 200 milligrams per week. And in my experience, a lot of guys don't actually want it. They might think they do. And then maybe we even kind of ramp them up to that kind of thing, trying for, resolution of symptoms, and they don't feel good. They feel a little bit anxious. They're not sleeping well. It might be a little bit too much. Some guys do great with it. They feel awesome. And it's really kind of a personal thing. There's probably multifactorial things going on here. We talked about lifestyle. So it seems, in my experience, guys who are living a good lifestyle and checking all the boxes and training hard, have their sleep dialed in, they're just doing it all right. They seem to tolerate higher doses of testosterone and higher levels of free testosterone. They just do better. They don't feel any adverse effects from it. They do just fine. Nothing negative about it. Guys who are out of shape and just hoping the medicine is going to do the work, and we keep cranking up the dose, they just don't feel good. They have this narrow window where they can't tolerate the they would probably benefit from something. They might benefit from a higher dose, but they can't tolerate it because of their other physiology going on. Maybe they're, again, maybe too much adiposity, they're a little bit too heavy, they need to lose some weight, do those kinds of things. But yeah, it's common to see. There's a lot of clinics where the classic is we just give you 200 milligrams per week and they just let it ride. I had a little bit of a back and forth with a clinic owner on one of the social networks. It was all civil. But he said that all of his patients take at least 200 milligrams per week. And I thought that was interesting. So maybe it's a different demographic. Most of my guys don't. I mean, I have most of my guys at about, 140 to 150 milligrams per week divided. Most of them take about 3 doses per week, some less, some more. That seems to be about the sweet spot for a lot of people. But there's definitely some genetic differences that can contribute to this too. There's even a little bit of research. I mean, we're talking about, we don't have a great way to test androgen receptor sensitivity, so we don't know what's actually going on there. So who's gonna, what actually happens? You have this blood serum level. What does it actually do at the cellular level? We don't have a way to really measure that. You have things like CAG repeats, and now you're talking about the DNA and how that works. So you have some folks, the thought is maybe there's you have short or long CAG repeats, and maybe there's a difference in the amount of testosterone you might need for that, to kind of meet, to kind of match that. Again, it's not something we commonly test. I think there are a couple of places where you can get that tested. It's an expensive test, and again, is it really necessary? Oh, not really. You need to spend $400 or $500 for that test when we can just kind of adjust dosing and see how you feel. But yeah, I think bottom line, somewhere between 100 milligrams is pretty low for most guys. Some guys need that little amount and they're feeling great. 200 or above is probably too much. So somewhere in between there is where most guys fall, in my experience.